Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. I hope you're doing well. I'm good. A disappointing end to the regular season for the Kansas State men's basketball team on Saturday at Bramlage Coliseum, losing by 16 points to Iowa State, a team you beat by 19 in Ames. And then in this game, as Jerome Tang said afterwards, they didn't look inspired. They didn't look like they had the energy you need to win, nor the focus. And roller coaster ride, as he also described it, is now over as K-State moves into the postseason, the Big 12 tournament, at 15-16 overall and 9-11 in the Big 12, far short of what many of us thought this season would bring. Let me remind you right now to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I know you're not. I suspect you're not. Do it and make a small child in a third world country happy, because his favorite channel now has a new subscriber. Thank you. Look, this season sucked. Let's not mince words here. This was awful. Except for those 6 games where K-State went on a holy terror and won 6 of their 9 conference games in 3 weeks. They beat 4 ranked teams. And they showed for that little glimpse, that brief time of the season, that they could have been really good. It's almost like they chose not to continue playing that way, because everything they showed in those 3 weeks just left. The energy, the focus, the attack, the defensive level of play. They never really replicated all of it put together again. And included in that 6-game winning streak was a really impressive win at Iowa State. They were ranked 3rd in the country at the time. They're 10th now. And they look like a much better team on Saturday. But while that is probably true, a lot of it had to do with K-State's effort and focus, and Jerome Tang was disappointed. And in fact, he all but apologized to the fans for what this season became. And even the players were kind of let down. Now, there wasn't a great crowd in Bramlage, not entirely because the season stunk, but it was fake Patty's Day in Manhattan, and as you know, the students like to have their St. Patrick's Day celebration, the one they set aside for them. So the student section wasn't real full. And it's hard to blame fans for being down, because this is 2 straight seasons of falling far short of the expectations we had for Kansas State basketball set by an Elite 8 appearance in the first season. Now the program's kind of back to where it was when Jerome Tang arrived, kind of in the middle of the pack, hovering around 500 and looking for a way to break through. Tang is changing how he's going to manage the roster. He will hopefully have a number of these players come back for next season, the ones that he can retain, and try to build a roster around that with a framework of guys who understand what it's like to play basketball at Kansas State and in this system. Will they have an upturn next year? Well, let's get them through Kansas City. If they win 5 games, they're going to go to the NCAA tournament. They probably need to win at least 2 to get any interest from the NIT or the new college basketball crown event in Las Vegas sponsored by Fox. I don't know if they're good enough to get 2 in Kansas City, let alone 5, but we'll find out. They've shown they could just turn it on and be really good, but I think that gear might be broken now. Let's see what the future brings. People are disappointed, and they should be. Jerome Tang did say that this was a roller coaster ride and not a very pleasant one, because he knows that outside of those 6 games, that was a thrilling peak with that great dive right back into sucking, this team just wasn't very pleasant to watch. He should know he watched every moment of it from the sideline.